Hello aspirants, welcome to our channel Disc Civil Services in Detail, guiding aspirants to become officers. Yes, we are going to discuss today's The Hindu current affairs analysis as well as answer writing strategies of Feb 8th, 2025. So, as usual, we start with a quote to give the most impactful positive vibe. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The list of topics which we are going to discuss are RBI slashes rate by 0.25%. So for this topic, we are going to discuss about what is the role of RBI functions as well as under which circumstances it takes such kind of decisions. So what it has to do with Monetary Policy Committee, its constitution, role, responsibility, functions as well as what is repo rate and what are the other measures, especially from economic perspective. We are going to discuss each and every topic detailed. This is one more article similar. And from this session onwards, we have decided to add few slides regarding previous questions of the particular topic so that it will be easy for you to understand what is the importance of reading newspaper every day and how you have to read the current affairs as well as how you have to connect that to the previous year's questions and how can you frame the expected questions. So this is one more important initiative we have started from these sessions, as we already discussing multi-dimensional approach of the topic as well as giving a crux and answer writing different techniques strategies. Along with that, we are going to discuss few relevant questions. It's a kind of giving a quick fix revision as well as making you realize the importance of the particular topic, choosing, reading, analyzing and applying to your exam. So this is one such topic. Again, lots of discussions, especially Trump 2.0. We are definitely going to do a most important thorough session which is talking about immigration, citizenship, tariffs. Lots of discussions are there. And this is one more important from prelims point of view, and even when you are writing something related to maritime security or Indian Ocean region, you can quote this as an example. And these exercises are always important for all your competitive exams. Shashi Tharoor. Many times I explained, yes, it is highly important to read editorials. The main motto of reading editorials is building content, vocabulary, getting 360 degrees multidimensional approach, and most importantly, it gives complete picture of a particular topic. So this is what the editorial gives us. So main important feature which we are trying to convey through our sessions is, yes, reading editorials is very much important. It gives content, it gives command over subject, it gives a strong command over current affairs, it gives a complete picture of the topic, and when you are writing mains, you can present extraordinary observations and synopsis and inputs. For example, this particular article is about artificial intelligence. There are lots of discussions, lots of articles appeared in last few days where we were discussing about security measures, advanced technology, initiatives, what are the innovations and how it is going to impact the jobs, what about the negative and positive implications of these technological advancements, and how AI is going to work and show its impact on different sectors like health, environment, economy. So he is talking about geopolitical perspective. I think he is the first one who is talking about this geopolitical perspective, especially from security. See, till now many were discussing about AI from job, employment opportunities, personal security, and artificial intelligence, data content, copyrights. There's lots of discussions happen, but this is the one first I'm talking about. Geopolitical security is very much important, especially when we have cross-border issues, big data issues, and all. So, Shashi Tharoor is an extraordinary academician. See, the articles given in editorial always written by the highly expertized and highly knowledgeable subject experts. They are scholars, researchers who give their opinions on that particular topic. And he is one such impeccable person who gives extraordinary contribution in every field wherever he is giving something relevant to the particular topic, wherever he is talking something relevant to the particular topic. So reading editorial is very much important, as I just now explained, and reading these persons or this kind of personalities articles is very much important. Then you can write extraordinary answers in mains. So this is one more prelims point of question regarding artificial intelligence, which was asked way back somewhere around 2007 or 8. So just imagine in 2024 we are discussing a lot about AI mission, future of AI technology, chat GPT, DeepSeek, all these things. The question itself asked in the 2007 or 8, just imagine the advanced level of thinking of the UPSC, the level of framing questions, the level of asking questions. So this is where you have to focus. This one particular topic, again talking about equitable education. As we already know, this is as just now have said, these are the articles given by the extraordinary experts in those particular fields. So Madhav Chavan is the co-founder of Pradham. Pradham is an NGO which gives annual status of education reports. And this report is very much important because it is not a school based survey or something. It is a household based survey which gives very detailed and to the point straight synopsis and analysis, and gives lots of important inputs. Its main motto is like a studying, giving education, and let the children have education. It's a kind of basic right. So this is a wonderful NGO which gives extraordinary inputs, and UPSC many times framed questions on ASCR. And even in mains, when you are writing something related to education or children rights or society, you can quote these observations and facts as a case study. Yes, this is one more article. Last few 6 months we have discussed about lots of inflation, this growth rate, all these in edible oils, vegetables, pulses, fruits, especially in manufacturing sector. So after economic survey and budget release, RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra is the one who is coming forward and discussing lot about the inflation, controlling the inflation, maintaining the stability in the price level, supporting the growth, and taking few initiatives where the prices will be like sustained stable. And at present the main motto of these people is like maintaining stability in the inflation and prices, as well as achieving the growth rate. And most importantly, as we already discussed in our budget session, we have to achieve 8% growth rate for the dream which we are aspiring to achieve, that is Viksit Bharat by 2047, but we are somewhere around 6.3 to 5. So now they are saying yes, we are gonna achieve 7% hopefully. So this is the various decisions and various guidelines which they are following through to achieve that. He is giving an article and discussion since last 4-5 days. We are going to discuss about it again. Biomanufacturing, highly important. We have discussed in our previous articles. Biotechnology for economy, environment, employment policy by Ministry of Science and Technology. High probable topic for your competitive exams, and these are the few important perspectives which you have to go through. So let's start from today's newspaper analysis. Okay, so biotechnology for economy, environment and deployment, bio E3, high probable topic, having high chances of appearing in exam. So it's especially for improving and giving best growth in the manufacturing sector, from material to metal to food to everything. So in this article they are talking about it is a roadmap to achieve establishing state-centric bio E3 cells, as well as formulating state-centric bio E3 action plans, constituting state level steering committees, appropriate working groups, nodal officers, AI hubs, and founding a few manufacturing hubs. It's all like giving a clear cut crux that yes, soon we are going to improve this bio manufacturing. So coming to bio E3 policy, it is especially, as I already mentioned, biotechnology for economy, environment and employment policy, fostering for more sustainable, innovative, responsive to global challenges, as well as potential to create new jobs, intensifying entrepreneurial momentum. as well as Biovision for Bharat during Amritkal. This Amritkal we are again going to discuss in 2035 to 47 something. They are planning to do lots of improvement in different sectors. For example, in space they are planning to build Bharatiya Antariksha Station by 2035. That is again in the Amritkal. So there's a lots of targets we have for this Amritkal. We will be discussing about it in coming sessions soon. So for now, it is a policy for fostering high performance biomanufacturing approved by Union Cabinet, especially in 2024 August. See, high probable topic. So you should know which ministry is handling, what is the objective. So ministry is S&T and objective is fostering high performance in biomanufacturing. Release date and approved by Union Cabinet on 2024 August 24. And main motto is to ability to produce products ranging from medicine to materials, addressing farming, food challenges, as well as promoting manufacturing and bio-based products. And these are the few national initiatives relevant to that, particularly giving emphasis on green growth. So net zero carbon economy is the one more. Lifestyle for the environment, which is launched by 2022, launched by Honorable PM in 2022 is the one more. And something related to these 7 sectors. These 7 sectors are highly important. The UPSC directly frames a question, or in any competitive exams you may get a question on what are the 7 sectors. In mains they may ask you to write something related to biomanufacturing developments in the recent times. You can quote these 7 sectors, or in prelims they may frame 3 to 4 statements and ask which of the statement comes under bio E3. So you should definitely have a clarity about what are these 7 sectors. So high value based chemicals, biopolymers and enzymes, smart proteins and functional foods, precision biotherapeutics, climate resilient agriculture, carbon capture utilization, marine and space research. See, it plays a crucial role in especially food, marine, space materials. High probable for coming exam, so you should definitely get a clear cut crux of this particular topic. Yes. So these are the sectors and 7 targets where Bio E3 is focusing for sustainable growth. That's it. Nothing more than that. Simple. As I already mentioned, there's a lots of discussion on inflation, and this repo rate cut is one more topic in news. So inflation in vegetables, pulses, edible oils, fruits is a positive or negative? So what is the main reason behind this inflation? How it can be handled? How can they meet the targets? How to maintain that price stability? And what are the budget outcomes? All these we are going to discuss in this session. This particular topic, highly important. This particular topic is talking about, yes, education sector. He is giving a crux of education sector, especially he is talking about role of technology, smartphones. So okay, in crux it is talking about digital divide and what it's called age gap, digital gap, and the gap between urban and rural sectors, and the gap between primary and high level, and the gaps in the quality of learning and schoolings, etc. When we were discussing something related to schools in Haryana and few northeastern states, we discussed about open schooling, and we even discussed about a person who is coming forward and teaching the students in the something around Bihar, I think, somewhere around Bihar. The person is coming and teaching them in the open grounds of burial grounds, where he is giving free education as well as free books and materials, NCERT based educations to the kids of marginalized sectors and vulnerable sections of the society. So one more example, we have studied something related to open schools in Haryana, where they don't have basic infrastructure and facilities. So they are sitting in the farmlands, paddy fields and everything, and they are taking education from the local educated seniors. So they don't even have the teachers, schools, infrastructure. So they are sitting in the open farms and getting the education. These are the few observations which we have done through our previous sessions of Hindu. Here I am trying to explain, this particular article is giving few facts and data and saying there's a lots of discussion going on to improve the education, especially in the rural India. So COVID pandemic is the one which has given rise to the online education. Learning became easy, but after then still it is the learning process of getting education, the text, worksheets, workbook, everything is going on still. Even the underprivileged getting education because of the advanced level of the technology. But what about the understanding of the technology? How far they are able to adopt the advanced levels of the technology, how far they are able to getting the fruits. So are everyone, are the one who is getting education through online is able to know how to handle the smartphones? So what about the mothers who are teaching their kids? Do they have the ability to understand the apps and handling of the smartphones, or the mothers do really have the smartphones, or the mother's phone the kid is using, or the kid having the special alternate of learning any gadgets or something? So here this article is clearly talking about role of technology, sorry, so role of technology, challenges, observations, barriers, and most importantly, what are the recent facts and observations because of which these people are unable to get the proper higher educations, and what about the role of AI, innovations, and other government relevant schemes and principles. Even in the challenges and barriers, he is talking about language is one barrier, technology is one barrier, getting adapted to the innovations is the one area challenge. See, nowadays people sitting at home and work from home. Nowadays people sitting at home and learning everything through online. But what about the basic, what it's called? Are they able to afford financially, or are they able to afford what it's called? Are they able to understand? So it's talking about affordability, and accessibility and availability. Simple 3 A's. So he is talking about affordability, accessibility, and availability of the technology to the people. See, ASER report always high probable in prelims mains. They may definitely frame questions. Which organization gives, or what are the outcomes, what are the observations of ASER 2024? Because it is released in June 2020, Jan 2025, high chances of getting questions. So just make a note of all these important facts and data which is given here. And what are the challenges, barriers, facts, observations, data, analytics, important points he has mentioned. Just give a quick fix and write 5 to 6 lines in your notes and just make a quick revision. Whenever you need it fits in your mains answer, just copy paste. That's it. So finally, again, I'm giving a crux of this article. He is talking about technology and the challenge of equitable education. Here he is talking about facilities which are available, and facilities which has to reach every student, every corner of the school nation. So every school should give proper education and every student should get proper education. So here he is talking about technology, advancement, digital divide, AI, role of innovation, challenges, barriers, facts, observations, that's it. And role of people, especially mother, and gadgets, what are the observations since last 30 years, how the education system has evolved, and after pandemic how the education system has reached its saturation point, and what's happening now. So how it can be attained so that the future generation should be able to get this revolutionized education system, and universalization of innovations will help this future generations getting inexpensive education. That's it. That is what it is all talking about. Simple. Yes, as I already mentioned, this particular article highly important because it is written by the most crucial and important personality in the society, and he gives impeccable contribution to whatever field he is working. So here again he is talking about role of AI. He has started it with a simple recent observation which is given a negative impact. So here this article he is clearly talking about how it has given its so Definitely, AI is unpredictable. AI has both pros and cons. So we are working a lot for the guidelines, data privacy, data security, especially in the nation's security. There's a lots of discussions are going on. See, the world, especially US and China, working a lot and improving the technology. So these are observations where report saying India is the one which is using more than 10% of the chat GPT, and India is the second after US which is using chat GPT. So instead of we depending upon someone else chat GPT or someone else AI ecosystem or innovations, why can't we develop our own, and why can't we build our own system of AI technology, guidelines, principles significantly higher in the global average. So here it is clearly mentioned about few facts and data observed in the reports, and role of India in utilizing these AI, and role of AI both at national and international level, and role of AI in different sectors like health, economy, environment, even in security, especially in the geopolitical landscape. So when we were discussing about farmers forecast and weather, monsoons and all these things, this particular topic again relevant to that. So AI has both pros and cons. Okay, so pros and cons. Okay, in positive version we can talk about, yes, farmers can have this proper weather casting, monsoon studies, where they can do good farming, or in proper timing of this what it's called farming occupation, improvement in the production, thereby getting huge income, thereby getting their livelihoods better, all these things. Even in technology where we can work lot, we are working lot in the space sector, so AI can be handled well. AI can be helpful in extraction of these critical materials in the space stations, in the space operations, in the robotic operations, even in the health sector, where the early detection of the chronic diseases and health regulatory systems can take help of this AI. See, India's vibrant ecosystem is fueled by its robust IT sector and talent pool. Yes, we have good IT sector, and yes, we have extraordinary talent pool as our demographic dividend is high. But what about the critical or challenges which are there ahead in implementing this? See, we have taking help of US and China, and we are utilizing their apps. Instead of that, we can develop our own, and we can develop our own network of AI safety measures, international AI safety institutes, where the security interest can be preserved and spirit of collaboration can be equally handled well. So here he is talking about, in crux, in simple sentence, I'll just uh, you do one thing, you just give a clear cut reading of this article twice or thrice, make it underline the most important topics like this. See, he have given extraordinary inputs where he is talking about international network of AI safety, and he is talking about borderless nature of AI, sorry, and pros and cons. He is also talking about how it is intersecting politics and technology, and finally he is talking about India's strength. Apart from India's strength, there are challenges also ahead to implement this. So, what guidelines can be taken, what principles can be taken, and what are the other observations? Just give a what is the main national priority and what are the interest, especially in the field of production and global markets. How these shape equitable framework and support global collaborations and transparency. This is what this article is talking about. So, make a list of all the important topics and points, and see, this is highly important for mains answer writing, as I told you. That's okay. But when you are writing prelims CSAT, UPSC gives some comprehensions. They lift comprehensions from these kind of editorials and just they frame questions on that, and they give in the CSAT paper 2. That is GS paper 2, CSAT paper. So it is very much important to read, to analyze, to understand, to grasp the content in the editorials. It is helpful for writing your extraordinary comprehensions in CSAT. It is helpful for giving extraordinary answers, choosing right options in prelims, as well as it is helpful to writing beautiful answers in your main. So AI is one high probable topic for upcoming competitive exams. Make sure there will not be any question paper without AI. So these are very much helpful for writing extraordinary answers. So digital public infrastructure initiatives such as Aadhaar and unified payment interfaces, and other economic growth and social inclusion related activities which are directly indirectly connected to AI. Especially this is high time that India has to focus on building its own AI ecosystem with complete safety and security. This is the main crux of this article. Simple. Just give a quick fix, write it most important points, that's it, nothing more than that. Yes, tropics high probable. As I already told you, whenever any maritime exercise or any naval exercises, you just make a note of all these things. Tropics, it's a theater level operational exercise for the maritime security, especially building strong maritime security in the IOR region, Indian Ocean Pacific region, conducted jointly by the Indian Army, Naval Forces, all the three forces comes, and it is mainly for the combating operations of cyber security and electronic warfare operations, especially live weapon firings during the joint workup phase. This is what the main exercises and most important crux of this article. That's it, simple. So the place where it is taking place, what are the forces which takes participate, and what are these 9 submarines and 65 ships, and what is the main ideology behind this operation. That's it, nothing more than that. Important from prelims point of view, and you can write it in your mains answer when you are writing something related to international security. That's it. Indian report is Trump 2.0. Lots of discussions are going on as he is working in his own way. As usual, this was all expected. So, all these are how affecting India US relations. And what about the India's future plans which we are going to implement to achieve Viksit Bharat, and how it is going to play a role in global perspective, especially in the geopolitical landscape as well as military related, economic related, and these. See, there's a lots of discussion going on immigration, and recently he has announced Chabahar waiver also, and he deported Indians where huge anger has been we have seen huge anger because the way they handcuffed and because the way they sent these people landed in Amritsar, all these are like not acceptable for the nation which is really growing a lot and working towards building itself as a developed nation. So there should be a proper way of communication to send these immigrants back. And India is now working hard and to check how it can be handled, what are the implication and consequences coming ahead. So how these can be handled, as well as it is also checking the scrutiny, kind of scrutiny, and checking the authority of how these people are the people really immigrants from India, or are they people dumping down. So it's checking those passports, others, and other papers related to them regarding their citizenship and everything. So the people who are coming back are giving lots of stories where they were saying some are immigrants, some are illegal, some are legal event, some saying that no, we have went through proper visa, why we deported back. Few are saying no, we have passed 7 to 8 hills where we have passed through different situations. If someone is injured or got injured or not feeling well, they left to die. In such severe situations, we reached there with lots of hopes. So what about now? We are coming back like this in this situation. How can we survive? There's a lots of reason for these illegal immigrants, especially from Punjab and Haryana. Lots of people are there. Economic crisis, lack of proper knowledge, lack of proper education background, and this agricultural crisis and lack of proper farming facilities, farmlands, etc. Mainly because of the livelihood. They are reaching there with lots of hopes to survive. Now, because of US immigrations and customs enforcement websites saying there are more than 24,000 Indians have been detained for immigration violations. It is estimated that there will be 7.25 lakh Indians in the US who are undocumented. So it's going to be huge discussion. We will be discussing all these points in as he is going to visit Washington on February 12 and 13. Foreign Secretary Vikram Mishri will be definitely releasing few more updates. We are going to discuss about this in detail. Yes. So yeah, Mudumalai Tiger Reserve in Nilgiri Hills of Tamil Nadu. I added this frame to understand the importance of how the current affairs plays a crucial role in your exam. See, even a small peak is important. See, here they have given information on Tiger Reserve in the Nilgiri Hills of Tamil Nadu. As the day temperature rises, it came to drink water. For people who are reading newspaper, it's just a normal photo which is giving a picture of the or a scenery there. But for an aspirant, it is highly important to understand the importance of the picture. Here, an fact mentioned: Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, Nilgiri district, Tamil Nadu. Always high probable topics. These tiger reserves, biosphere reserves, national parks, and all. So Mudumalai Tiger Reserve is in Nilgiri districts, and it is a joint tri-junction area of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. High probable this particular topic. How I'll explain. As Nilgiri Hills in Nilgiri district of Tamil Nadu is a world is a uh, important tiger reserve, national park reserve, as well as UNESCO site. So Mudumalai means ancient hill ranges. These are more than 65 million years ago formed along with the Western Ghats. So what are the other tiger reserves in Nilgiri Hills? What are the other national parks and biosphere reserves in Tamil Nadu? And what is the importance of this tri-junction? Are there any other particular locations which are in use? This is how you have to do a research, because see, this is how the frame questions and ask you which of the following are the most likely places to find musk deer in its natural habitat. Ashok Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary, Gangotri National Park, Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary, Manas National Park. 1, 2, 3, 4. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 3 and 4 only, 1 and 4 only. This is one question asked. And this is another question within the same see these 74, 75 and this 77, all these three questions asked in the similar year, somewhere around 2019 or 20, I think, if I'm not wrong, with reference to India's biodiversity. Cyclone frogmoth, coppersmith barbet, great chinned minivet, and white-throated redstart are A. Birds, B. Primates, C. Reptiles, D. Amphibians. So you have to understand and give a correct option which of the following comes under this category. So they have given few names of the species, and they told you to identify whether it comes in birds, primates, or reptiles. Coming to the next question, just check it out. Which one of the following protected areas is well known for the conservation of a subspecies of Indian swamp deer? Barasinga, that thrives well on hard ground and exclusively graminivorous. A. Kanha Park, B. Manas National Park, C. Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, D. Talchapar Wildlife Sanctuary. So, you should definitely have an idea of the national parks, locations, wildlife sanctuaries, birdlife sanctuaries, and the different species endemic or special to that particular region, and the location of the particular spot and the state itself. Here in this article, they have clearly mentioned this Mudumalai. Just understand how it is important. So that's why I added this slide. And one more question in somewhere around, I think 2007 or 8, this question was asked. Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. Option 1. Option 2. Double humped camel is naturally found in India only. Okay. Option 3. One horned rhinoceros is naturally found in India only. Which of the following statements given above is correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2, 3. This is how they frame questions, and that's the reason I'm telling you, if a picture appears just ऐसे थोड़ा मतलब slide करने के अलावा, instead of skipping or leaving that particular pic, just go into the deep details. Here they have mentioned about this deer and the Mudumalai Tiger Reserve and the Nilgiri Hills and Tamil Nadu. I explained the importance of this particular pic and how the questions frame on these species, these reserves, these states. तो ये interconnectivity जो है, the analyzing जो है, और important of building your current and static content जो है, ये हम आपको इसलिए समझा रहे हैं कि paper just name से you are not reading. You are reading for the sake of getting good score and building your content strong, so that you will give extraordinary answers, so that you can gain good marks. That is the main motto of these sessions. Again I am explaining, pic डाला गया है, उसके नीचे क्या दिए गए हैं, पढ़ो, लिखो, याद करो. Because species related, biosphere resource related, environment related, at least 5 to 6 questions will appear in your competitive exams. That's it. Next article, highly important and most important topic of the day. RBI slashes rate by 0.25% to revive growth. Sorry. So, role of RBI, role of Monetary Policy Committee, and what are the functions and how it can be decided, and what are the guidelines on which ground reality and guidelines on which they take decision to curtail or improve this repo rate. So what is repo rate? We are going to discuss. It is in use after few years, that is after 5 years. For the first time they have decreased it to improve the growth, to curtail the inflation. So this is what the crux of this article is simply. But now we will be doing our style of analysis and synopsis to understand the particular topic. In 1995, in 2007, in 2015, in 2019, and in 2020, there are repeatedly questions asked on monetary policy committee, framing, repo rate, reverse repo rate. I hope in 2007 they framed a question on, consider the following statements. 1. I'm sorry. 1. The repo rate is the rate at which the repo rate is the rate at which other banks borrow from the Reserve Bank of India. Option 2. A value of 1 for Gini coefficient in a country implies that there is perfectly equal income for everyone its impossible population. So which of the following statement given above or correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 and 2. So this is the question from 2007, and these are the questions I have added from the questions which are reflecting in the slides. I have added from 2019 and 20, and there are few other questions as I already mentioned, 95, 2007, and in other years also there's a lots of questions. I'll do one thing, I'll post them in our Telegram channel and in YouTube channel as under quiz mode. You just go and give an attempt and try to answer the right attempt. Try to answer perfectly, so that it will be like a kind of a revision, checking your it's a kind of recalling your brushing up your basics, as well as giving a test series kind of, so it improve your content. Just understand the seriousness of the sessions, and हम इतना आपको समझा रहे हैं, बता रहे हैं, so that you will be able to give your best in the upcoming exams. Hardly 3.5 months are there for UPSC prelims. This is how you have to improve your understanding and analysis while reading your newspaper. So RBI का टॉपिक है, रेपो रेट का टॉपिक है. इंस्टेड ऑफ यू थिंकिंग कि हाँ ये रेपो रेट है, 0.25 बेसिस कम किया है, आफ्टर 5 years है, टू मेंटेन द स्टेबिलिटी इन द ग्रोथ एंड प्राइस रेसेस है, टू कर्टेल इन्फ्लेशन है, एंड इट इज द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ द RBI विच टेकन केयर बाय द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमिटी. वहां तक तो ठीक है, लेकिन हाउ दिस क्वेश्चंस अपीयर. सी, if RBI decide to adopt an expansionist monetary policy, which of the following will it not do? Option 1, 2, 3 दे दिए हैं, and select the correct answer below दे दिए हैं. And again next question, which of the following is not the most likely measure the government RBI takes to stop the slide of Indian rupee? Option A, option B, option C, option D. Easing conditions relating to external commercial borrowing. So this is how you have to understand, you have to study, and you have to improve your knowledge for writing extraordinary answers. So coming back to this session, RBI is the one who appoints Monetary Policy Committee. So Monetary Policy Committee comprises of 6 members, out of which 3 are from RBI and 3 are from Government of India. So among these 3, one is RBI Governor, who is ex officio chairman, and one is RBI's deputy chairman, and one from the RBI. So these people have been again selected from the Government of India, and the report which gives Monetary Policy Committee is binding on RBI. This is what very much important. And Monetary Policy Committee is the one which works to maintain the stable prices and works to decide the price rights especially interest rates, so that the inflation can be handled properly. So now coming back to your basics. What is the main reason behind all this? So RBI is bankers bank. RBI have its functions where it takes care of monetary functions and general functions. Again it works monetary functions or financial functions and general functions, where it again takes care of controlling these credit mechanisms, controlling these inflations, controlling these price techniques and all these things. Under that it follows few methods of credit control. So under that credit control, it again checks quantitative, qualitative and quantitative. And in quantitative, it follows few other methods like regulation of margin requirements, regulation of consumer credit, rationing of credit, direct action, and most importantly moral suasion and publicity. And again in the rationing of credit, variable portfolio ceiling is the one, and variable capital risk weighted asset ratio is the one. See, all these are the ways to control credit mechanism. These are exclusively technical, no need to go into the detailed. Sorry, it is all about qualitative. Now we are going to discuss about quantitative. So under quantitative again comes extraordinarily conventional and non-conventional methods. And under non-conventional methods, here comes liquidity adjustment facility. High probable always. And here in liquidity adjustment comes under repo rate and reverse repo rate. Simple. So now I'll tell you, it controls inflation by handling interest rates. So repo rate is repurchasing agreement rate at which it is the rate decided by the monetary policy committee to control the inflations. Simple. And RBI is the one under methods of credit control decides these prices and interest rates. So repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends loans to the commercial banks. So if RBI is giving or borrowing, if the commercial banks are borrowing from RBI, then it is reverse repo rate. If the commercial banks, if the RBI is borrowing, then it is reverse repo rate. Simple. But both the techniques are like simple to control credit control. And these are the mechanisms to maintain the stability in the economy, especially working for the growth, especially for the handling inflation prices. So if the inflation is at pace, stability will be at pace, growth will be improvement, employment generation will be high, livelihood will be good, you will be getting good salaries and wages. It will be directly and indirectly giving good percentage, improving this GDP, achieving this targeted GDP. That's it. Simple. So again I am giving a quick fixed revision kind of. Under RBI's monetary policy, again methods of controlling credit mechanism. Quantitative is the one where conventional and non-conventional comes. Under non-conventional, this liquidity adjustment facility is the one mechanism where this repo rate and reverse repo rate comes. Reverse repo rate is the one where commercial banks lends to RBI, and reverse repo rate is the one where commercial banks borrow from RBI. Simple. And reverse repo rate is repurchase agreement where the price rates decided to curtail the inflation. That's it. And these conventional measures are the one where bank rate or discount rate comes, open market operations come, वेरिएबल रिजर्व रेशियो कम्स. सिंपल है. आरबीआई का फंक्शंस जो भी है, I'll explain in detail. I'll do one thing. I'll give a quick revision of this role of RBI, especially banking policy, monetary policy and other financial activities of this RBI. Always high probable because bankers bank किसको बोलते हैं? What are the functions and roles of RBI? How monetary policy committee frames its guidelines and what are the functions and objectives of this monetary policy committee? All these we are going to discuss clearly in our quick revision model. I'll just do one thing. I'll conclude the session as the important topics of the day have been we have covered well. So I'll be releasing one more topic along with the budget series and economic survey series, so that it will be easy for you to understand the banking sector, monetary policy, financial sector, and policy making of all these different organizations like Bank Sport Bureau, and what are the NPAs, and what is the mission Indradhanush, and what are the mechanisms taken care to boost the consumption, and what are the recent budget initiatives to project real GDP growth. We are going to discuss in detail. For now, uh, revise all these topics once again, study well, all the best, have a wonderful day. Thank you.